Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Lost Woods Draft League. My name is Keon, forever and always the coach of the Massachusetts Mareeps, and we are back for Season 3. I ended up missing Season 2 during the winter due to a Worlds push, as well as my studies generally taking up most of my time. I ended up falling a little bit short of Worlds this season. I might make a video on that. But here we are, back to have some fun this summer with the Draft League. This format is a little bit different than the last one I played in. The Pokemon pool is pretty similar, as last time was basically Regulation H without the home mons, because we didn't know what Regulation H was. And now we're here with real Regulation H, but the switch up is that there's no terastallization allowed. So Reg H, no Terra. I've built a really strong team here, and this first week we are playing against a new coach, Padrick and the Guaynabo Golurks. So let's take a look at my team, his team, and the matchup I've decided to make. So, looking at the teams together, my team has a lot of things going for it. I tried to draft pretty intentionally, going for budget Pokemon with lots of options in closed team sheet, and also Pokemon that I think would be pretty oppressive in a format without Terra, such as Indeedee, such as Alchemy, having a deceptively good special attack stat and a really good support move pool. But Salamence, Politoed Ludicolo, Gengar, Gallade, Magmortar, Scizor, Glimmora, and Torterra as well. I'm really proud of how I rounded out this team, and I'm really excited for this season. But let's talk about Padrick's team, because that's the main focus of this week. Looking at it, there's a lot of type overlap. I see Volcarona, Torkoal, and Blaziken, 3 fire types, Venusaur and Amoonguss as 2 grass types, and 2 poison types. There's 2 ground types in Rhyperior and Golurk, 3 counting Crocodile. A lot of overlap, Braviary and Bronzong, yada yada. There seem to be really exploitable holes in this team, given the fact that the format is no Terra, and I did my best to tech out my team for this week with that in mind. So without further ado, let's look at what I've decided to cook up. Where did I put the paste? Sorry about that. Alright, so the 6 that I decided to go with is Glimmora, Politoed, Magmortar, Salamence, Indeedee, and Ludicolo. The Glimmora, I'm running a standard just focus sash set. I don't really need it to do anything too cute in terms of items and EVs this week. What I want it to do is I want to use it as a piece to force the poison types to come and fall susceptible to the Indeedee, because Toxic Debris as well as Mortal Spin is just so oppressive and just really chips away at them, putting them in range of some of the lower power attacks that is inherent in this format. But Stealth Rock is the real kicker. Being able to, if they get Trick Room up, chip the Torkoal by 25% so its eruptions are instantly weaker, and being able to establish dominance in the pivoting Weather War is really important, as well as doing half of Volcarona's health off-rip. Power Gem feels like the only coverage move I really need this week. Looking at the Pokemon that he could bring, I don't think that the poison coverage is going to do anything for me that other moves wouldn't already do on other Pokemon. The Politoed, I'm running with the safety goggles, Drizzle of course, to win the Weather War. The EVs are just essentially a bulk dump. I wanted to have a little bit of special attack, but outside of that, nothing too crazy. Going with Protect, Weather Ball, Ice Beam, and Icy Wind. The reason I wanted to be able to put safety goggles on Politoed is because I want it to be a safe switch in the face of any Sun Mons, and albeit like not taking like a Leaf Storm or something from the Venusaur, being able to not get slept by the Amoonguss as well. Very important in my eyes. Icy Wind just for a little bit of speed control, and the Ice Beam for added coverage into the pesky ground types should Sun be up and I'm caught out of position. Magmortar, I'm running with the Shuka Berry to stop the ground types from doing a lot of damage to me. One of the things that I really like about this format specifically is that we can use berries like this again. I'm running enough bulk to live 2 Life Orb Sludge Bombs from the Venusaur, and then just like a bit of a physical bulk dump, hitting the first bump on the special attack, because Overheat and Sun is really the only attack I'm going to be clicking with this guy, and I want that to do... that's gonna KO anything anyways. Going with Protect, Follow Me for more anti-sleep counterplay, and Helping Hand to boost up the other offensive threats on this team, like the Indeedee, the Salamence, and the Ludicolo. Speaking of, let's get to Salamence. We are... one thing I noticed with the team having a lot of overlapping types, and crucially no fairy types, is that Choice Banded Outrage, when positioned right, is just going to shred the entire team. So that was the approach I wanted to go with when bringing this Mon. I decided that I want other techie moves that will help me in certain boards. Rock Slide's really good for Volcarona, Torkoal. Temper Flare and Sun can KO most Bronzong, which is really helpful, and if I don't get there, I always have Helping Hand. Dual Wing Beat would be for something like a Sash on the Venusaur, if I find out it's Sash and not Life Orb. And then just Max to make sure I can catch any Volcarona that aren't Timid or Modest Max Speed. The Indeedee running the Mind Plate and Psychic Surge, of course, with enough speed to outspeed the Venusaur, so I can, for example, lead something like Indeedee, Magmortar, or Indeedee Glimora, have access to something plus Expanding Force, and then just be able to swap in the Politoed, make sure I'm faster, and KO it first. This is... other than that, I mean, it's basically to disincentivize the Bronzong from setting Trick Room, because I do think that if I get caught out of position, the Trick Room mode is really strong, because his Trick Room mode is way slower than mine would ever be. And the last Pokemon is Ludicolo, running the Meadow Plate and Swift Swim. I'm running enough special attack invest to be able to KO an Assault Vest Crocodile, which I found was kind of a problem in testing with Leaf Storm. Muddy Water is always a good option, even if I do get caught out, like in Sun. Just fishing for damage and accuracy drops is always helpful. Fake Out and Encore just to help me get sequencing more precise. Encore with Swift Swim is really oppressive, especially if they're anticipating a Fake Out from me. So yeah, this is the 6. I'm looking forward to this match and the entire season. And thank you all for being with me on this journey. I'll see you at the match. Alright. Okay, this is like the exact 6 I was expecting, to be honest. Also, for the YouTube fans, I swapped Magmortar to Heat Wave over Helping Hand last second, just because I thought it would be better. Let's see. Yeah, there's no Volk, which I figured, but let's see. What do I want to do then? I want to go like this. Do I want it? Yeah. This is what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Rockwell, this is literally the 6 that, like, you brought against me when we were trying things. Okay. Let's see. I think this 4 is, like, makes the most sense for this part. Let's see. Okay, Venusaur Braviary. I was expecting that. Okay. Do I want to play Is This Clover? I don't really want to. Though I guess it can't hurt. I'm just gonna see. Okay. I don't know if I have to reveal Encore just yet. I'm thinking like if I just go for dual wing beat, swap to Poly, that could be strong. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Let's see. There's a chance that the Braviary is slower and it switches out. That would be pretty lame. Let's see. Okay, yeah, he does just go for it. I mean, I feel like I should have respected that. Okay, so he's gonna go for this. He's just gonna. Oh, and he misses. That's very. Like, I'm so carried right now, it's crazy. And we don't find out if it's Sash or not. All I know is that the Braviary isn't Cloak. Okay. Oh, what's the fourth? Okay. I'd be forgetting. Okay. I think at this point, Indeedee isn't really needed, so I can just... well, I think what I'm supposed to do is swap to Indeedee on this slot, because I need to bring Politoed back in. I don't really care about Mence right now, so long as I can get a board where Ludi's in rain. Okay. That's fine, I think. It depends on what the Rhyperior has. I don't think it can have anything too problematic, and even if it goes for like a scary Rock Slide, Mence should live. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, nothing's stopping me from making this play. Even... Oh, you know what? That could be pretty bad. I haven't thought enough about that. Yeah, because now the Braviary... Okay. That is not AV, at least. Oh, then it probably is. Let's see. I still think I kind of just have this one, even though I don't get the sun. I mean, even though I don't get the rain. It could be difficult. I think as long as Muddy Water connects, I should be fine. Okay. So I think what I'm supposed to do here is just Muddy Water. I know that the Torkoal can't really, like... I think regardless I'm supposed to make this play, right? Because if it misses the Rhyperior, which it does... Yeah. Okay. Let's see what happens to the Torkoal. Okay. This should KO. Okay, nice. That's... That is really good. Let's see what the torque does. Goes for earth power. Okay. I figure it's just a relatively standard set. And do I need to reveal Encore? I don't think I do. I think I'd really like to have it to just goob. Yeah. I am just gonna do that. Like, objectively, I could just Encore and automatically win the game, but I think I'm in a really solid position regardless that I can just get away with doing this and not have to reveal anything. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I got a little bit lucky there. I think if the sleep powder connected, I was like pretty hosed. So I think what I want to do now is maybe not bring in DD and like adapt with Magmortar on lead, because I think if they run back the sleep powder Venusaur stuff, I can redirect it, and if they try and go for like the Trick Room mode with Bronzong, I can just have like Heat Wave or Overheat and Temper Flare and be fine, like even if they happen to be heat proof instead of Levitate. Okay. Sorry I'm not talking as much. I've been kind of like frazzled for some reason. I haven't streamed in a minute, so I'm just trying to get back into the groove of it, but I appreciate everyone who's here. But yeah, I think Indeedee didn't really do that much for me. I think especially if I can leverage like the dual wing beat KO on the Venusaur, like it's fine. Like I think this might just be the better lead. The only thing that makes this a little bit scary is if I see like Crocodile on lead, but that sort of situation is what I have the Sugar Berry on Magmortar for. I think I can reasonably assume that they would adapt with it on lead and like have something in the back. But then I can just fire off Outrages and like not really care. So I'm gonna go for this, I think. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that makes enough sense. Let's see if it's Intimidate. Mine goes first, telling me it's not like Scarf or some crazy stuff. Yeah, no, it is. So, what do I want to do about that? Should I just Outrage? I mean, I think I can just rip it, right? Yeah, and they can't really do much without just like, yeah, they could like Rock Slide, but they'd be -1, and if they do a ground move into the Magmortar, I have Shuka for that exact reason. So I think I should just rip early damage and not overthink it. I think you could get a little bit more greedy in a format like this. Let's see. Is that Rhyperior? Okay. Okay, I get the most goated Outrage target of all time, Sandstorm. Huh. Really didn't expect that. That's like fine though. Is that not fine? Is that not like perfectly fine? That's really cool though. Shout out Padrick for coming up with that. Like the AV Rhyperior with the sand. Like, if I don't get positioned well, that's really hard for me to deal with. Let's see, what's the last one? Bronzong. Okay. So yeah, I do very much just want to Overheat. I don't think he would be Aqua Berry if he has all this, like, other tech. And I think I just rip it. Yeah. Okay, I got another good target here. Let's go. Okay. It lives that. Damn. I should have EV'd better. Let's see. Do I care? Okay, if they TR, okay, that is pretty bad. Well, let's see. I think I'm still perfectly fine, right? Because I just have Polly in the... Oh my god, I don't know why I thought Polly had Muddy Water. Wait, this is fine though. Okay, so I have a couple of decisions I can make here. I don't think... Yeah, I don't need... Yeah, okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring in Ludicolo now. I will just... I think I just Muddy Water, right? I can Muddy Water and then click Follow Me to ensure that, like, if they don't click Rock Slide, whatever it is just gets thrown into the Magmortar. And the only thing that would really goob me is, like, if I got flinched by Rock Slide. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, it's Body Pest. It's an interesting set. Okay, what happens now? Poison Jab. That KOs? Oh my goodness. Oh, that's crazy. That's so crazy. Yeah, and that just lost me the game. That KOs. Huh. I'm really not playing this that well. Should I protect? I protect KO1. Yeah. Yeah, why not? Okay. Okay, they do have levitate. Is that EQ? Okay. Oh. That's smart. How much does this take? Can I still win? I think I need an Ice Beam freeze. I've been here before. I know it's not Cloak. I could have something here. Let's see. I need to attack, right? Because they could always protect Braviary. If they do, that's lame. But they haven't even seen the speed interaction yet. It could very well be like Iron Ball for the E-Force stuff. Which would be good information to, like, figure out now. Like, if it's E-Force, I can assume it's Iron Ball. Esper Wing. I don't know anything about this Pokemon. I really should have researched. Okay, Dang, okay. The Rhyperior item, I think, is Assault Vest. Okay. Okay. Also, wait, that being it has to be Iron Ball. Okay. Okay. How do I abuse that now? How do I adapt to everything that I just figured out? I think I have to do Ludi on lead, right? I think, like, Ludi... I think I'm gonna do Polyludi on lead, because if they go for some similar stuff, I think I have really good options. Well, if they go for like a Braviary lead again, I know that I'll be faster and I can go for like Muddy Water Ice Beam into that slot and be fine. It does get a little bit awkward, but I think having the defensive pivots for the Sun mode works, so I'm gonna do it. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it's this. How badly do I need the KO on that right now? I'm thinking I could just rip this. Because Leaf Storm, I know absolutely gets there, since the AV is confirmed, or not confirmed, but like, pretty sure it's not on there. So I think I just do this. If they do protect and just like Oko the Ludi, I'm a little bit hosed. Okay, that's very good. That is very good. Because now I get Leaf Storm off. Are they stashed? They're not. Okay. This means I can Encore next turn. Yeah, okay. This is why we don't click Encore when we don't have to. Trust me, I know how to do this. Okay, so unless they're like Mental Herb, that would be a little bit messed up. Let's see. And that's Bronze Armor, right? Yeah. I think I can just double it in case he like thinks I have Encore. This also slightly covers for... yeah, okay. If they're like Mental Herb or if they have Torkoal in the back and they swap to it. Okay. Nice crit. They just TR, right? Yeah. So now, what's like the most safe thing I can do? I think I just... like, I think Magmortar doesn't need to do anything anymore, and if it so happens that Torkoal is in the back and they swap into it, I can just Heat Wave. Okay. This is telling me that it's just... yeah, okay. Nice. Should I just target... yeah... yeah, they don't get the double. That does... oh my god, this Polytug... welcome back, Hisuian Arcanine. Doing everything you can to end this match. Okay. I don't think I have to do anything too crazy here, right? Like, I can just... like... 100%. I just win. Oh shoot! This is the last turn of rain. Okay, yeah. So I protect, bring in Ludi, and then I get Fake Out the Rhyperior, overheat the Bronzong, and then I just win. Shout out to Padrick though. This was like, these weren't the techs I was expecting. They made the matchup like way more interesting. Big fans. Okay. So yeah, I literally just... Okay. Well, I don't even need to overheat. I can just take out and heat wave. Yeah, they go for body press that takes out the... Oh, it doesn't take out the Ludi. And heat wave does... Yeah. Shout out Mac Mortar. Wow, I'm glad I added heat wave. Okay. Nice. There we go. Alright, that was the set. Whew. Yeah, I think a lot of things there were really scary. I had to be mindful of playing around the right courier and Trick Room, and without something like Taunt, like I never really felt comfortable bringing in like Imprison and DD because the Crocodile was just so threatening. But